Oh, yo, ho, ho, ho. A really great indie title. Oldie, but real goodie. Banner Saga. I have all three. I've only played the first one. At some point, maybe like when it released, like 15 years ago? I don't know. So these are like ex-BioWare devs. When BioWare got shut down and bought over and annihilated by EA. EA sucks. And then EA made the Garbo like sequel to Dragon Age, etc. Then these guys made an epic Viking-themed story, tactics-based game. Look at the artwork. Like I really enjoy like everything about this new game. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. Also, the gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. would not have written black, but okay. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. Kind of sucks, the sun being stopped. Really wanted to revisit this game. Also putting the stream on just for sharing it.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
It's lovely, like bright yet matte colors. It has the cartoony vibe yet is very serious. Lovely work. Harkens back to the olden days of like Western animation. Yes, certainly. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the checkmark to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemies red. It's now your turn to act. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield bearer is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl. Varl originally used to be, I think, a feudal lord of sorts. Anyway, Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your Shieldbringer here to get him into attack range. It said... Also, if I click here, I will go through the fire and get hurt. That's quite cool. Anyway, it said I can only move to blue tiles, but that is incorrect. There's yellow ones. I don't remember what the yellow does. Maybe it eats up, like, willpower or something? I don't know. Yeah, willpower is spent to move further, hit harder, and perform your ability, but does not replenish. Yeah, so it does cost willpower to get here. I like these are not non-replenishable. You need to plan ahead precisely. To target an enemy, click the tile on which to stand. Allied tiles are blue, enemies are red. Target this enemy now by clicking his tile. You can choose either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon show the damage you will do to that stat. Armor breaking is useless if we can just kill him off the bat. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Oh, that's interesting. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. Okay, that's interesting. So strength on top, armor on the left, health on the right. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength and confirm your choice. I wanted to do the incorrect thing. Anyway. Wait. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you're outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your Shieldbringer's high armor. Oh no, yeah. Health actually counts as strength. Yeah, now I remember. Both damage and health. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move forward further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk into range now. This guy had an AoE attack, I think. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click on your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Tempest. Clicking your blah blah blah. Clicking your character tile will bring up all of his combat options, including move, ability, attack, and end turn. Oh, that's nifty. Click the purple ability icon now. An ability description appears in the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy and then confirm your choice. Sura. Literally dieted. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. And check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Cool. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. Ah, the chieftain will rest this turn. Haha, mistake. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. So this is a shield banger. Click the fist and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then the green checkmark to kill this enemy. Bang. I bang the shield, I bang whatever else. That was loud. 6 renown! This calls for a feast, some wine.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off, it just grows a new head.
They don't make pauses in their speeches in this game.
I'm in a bad way,
ADHD
my friend.
game.
Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Let's go! I love the orchestration. Very subtle, like just enough. Chapter 1, Only the sun has stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric. That's basically my name, but anyway. Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. I'm just here for a tithe. What do you want? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. What did you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. Let's try to get some more information. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Skulfings, not halflings. Skulfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall, scattered after you took out the chieftain. Skulfings, is that like a building term, like construction term? I guess it's something construction related. The government just wants to make sure that they stay down, or is it? It's probably the rabid dogs, so to say. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Click the market tent to visit the merchant. I also remember this game having the multiplayer game released before this like single player experience, and it was like the whole thing was a Kickstarter, and like this is the best Kickstarter probably for me like ever. Like I think this is number one, ranks number one of Kickstarters of all time, actually. Anyway, let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Coloured canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Hugs, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skulfing chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Hud. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. Tough man. I don't talk to, they don't talk to me. Eric needs some help here. I don't have the patience for this. Say nothing. Say nothing is always a nice option because you don't play your cards. Let the fates unfurl and let it give us hints what to do next. Say nothing. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Hard's assortment of junk across the ground. He sells junk. Good. Eric, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scoffings? Nobleman up by East Wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Hud skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Gunnulf. Gunnulf has some mean attire. That's a very stylish Gunnulf. Are we done here? Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Frogs look good though. Nothing wrong with frogs. They look good. They actually do. I'm glad you care. I'm gonna say a fancier kind of dude. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Hart, but he used to be scoffing. If they're licking their wounds, they're probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a meat hall. Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? Or where is this place again? Or after this, I'm done here. Let's ask about an approach. What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tether. Tight. I'll remind him. Meat house. I like the neon sign. Meat house. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. Or you're walking through the front door? Or I'd rather set this one out. I'm asking about the front door, I guess. They ran to a meat house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots. The front door opens so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scoffing, scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat stains in the process. So, ready means that we are good to go, but before that we can actually use tactics of sorts, or like in Heroes of Might and Magic the skill is called tactics. Basically you get to put your army, your guys, wherever you want. And it works better than the original Heroes in that you don't need to wait for turns. You put them in different spots. But yeah, I'm guessing this guy is what does Valgard do? Shield wall +1 armor to allies and self. Light step move through allies. Rally gives willpower to allies at any range. Okay, this guy probably stays back, I think. I wonder if he throws his axe or... I don't know. I love the music. The music is just right. Like, it wouldn't be called minimalistic, but it's very... It's just sufficient. Who wrote the soundtrack? Yeah. I love this, yeah. Like, this is like battle music. It's not in your face, like boom, 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 whatever, like usually people expect. It's, it has the gruesome undertone. The reality, like grimmish reality of like Viking times. It's just like, and it's like melancholy, like dreams of whatever people dream, but heavy impacts, splash damage 1, strength damage. Tempest. Strike adjacent enemies in a spin attack. I'm not sure what the difference of these two things is though. Return the favor when hit by an adjacent enemy, counter attack for 1 arm damage. I think it's like a passive. So this guy needs to be adjacent to everyone. Kind of. Ish. So let's maybe do it like this. Something? I don't know. Or we could just go in with this guy over here. Then he'd be surrounded by everyone, and that would make more sense, perhaps. But this guy gets counter hits, and so I think this is good. I'm pretty sure this is good enough. Oh, bloody love the soundtrack. I was hoping for more of a fight than this. Look at them, it's gonna be butchery. I mean, you're 4 guys against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, in ordinary terms, I wouldn't say that much better. Anyway, I think this game allows for diagonal hits. So, let's actually test it out. If I go here... it doesn't allow for diagonal hits. Okay. So if I go here, I can hit that guy. If I go here, unless there's like an ability of sorts. So I guess this guy would not be able to hit me unless he uses up willpower, which might be okay. What does stone wall do? Block damage to strength and armor for 1 round. You know what? Let's move. There's so many options. Let's move here and just like use the ability and get those guys to attack me. I think that's a play. That's alright. Okay, he's not ranged. I thought he might be, but no. Use willpower to allies at any range. So this guy has 7, you have 7, you have 7, you have 5. Can I give some to that guy? Perhaps. Let's not attack. Let's just give some willpower to this guy. Oh, he didn't get willpower because it's maxed out. Okay, gotcha. Should have given it to him because he actually used willpower. End turn. And there's a like defense bonus for some specific characters. Oh, this guy doesn't get to move further. I wonder why I have like +2 of willpower, but I did not get the 6th one. I guess that's a restriction of the ability. I wonder why he cannot move with extra. Okay, he has 0 exertion. I should have put him in a different spot actually. Yeah. Anyway, he will wait probably. This guy could attack him, but he probably won't. So let him wait, I'd say. Rest. Do your thing. Okay, these are all bunched up. Let's wait for them to get here. Okay. And I guess we can give some willpower to this guy. Will that work? No? He's maxed out already? He used it twice? Come on. Okay, his skill is kind of useless in this scenario. Anyway. We're gonna go here. We're gonna just wait. No ability. Whatevs. Now we be hitting soon. I guess we wait. We still wait. Rest. You can rest. Easy. You can just do your stonewall thing, I guess. Okay, this allows for a counter attack of sorts. This guy will move soon. He won't be able to move here. Next is this guy. He won't be able to move there. Next is this guy, who won't be able to move here either. So this is good. This is absolutely decent. Even though we want this guy to move there, but he cannot either way because he's big. At least for now, he cannot. Yeah, let's do this. Or we could try to get them all together. How much movement does this have? Not enough. We're trying to do this instead. Attack. Armor. Okay, this is a prime spot for this guy. But we're not going to do that right straight away. We're gonna go here, we're gonna hit this guy. For 2 armor damage. Ah, still can't move. This guy's in the way. Anyway, this is good enough. His attacks are better against less armored opponents though, so I guess this is fine. This is fine. That's absolutely dandy. Yeah. What we gonna do? I don't think Shield War is too good in this scenario. Doesn't do much. This guy just like... I don't know. He's a champ. The green guy. Froggo. Froggo kills. 4 strength damage, that's pretty good. We could kill. We're gonna do that. Okay. This is interesting. Would usually move here and try to attack someone, but this guy will take care of these 2 at least. So we're gonna go here and do this guy in for 90% chance. I love the system, gameplay system. Like, if the guy has too much armor, it becomes a percentage of whether you'd do strength damage or not. That's perfect. If there's a guy with 20 armor, you'd always need to hit armor. Like, this is such a like well-designed system. I love this. Anyway, we're not gonna use willpower for this guy. What else? Ooh, he's gone on a rampage. This guy's in trouble, yo. No matter, we will deal with this thing soon. Okay, now we gonna do a thing. This guy is like... Gunnulf is the man. Gunnulf is an absolute beast. Okay, you're gonna defend. Stonewall became useful for letting this guy not die. Not dying sounds good. 2 strength damage, why not? That is meaningless. Yeah, I'll take care of that guy. Overkill, overkill. Let's take care of this here battle with a swift tempest. Gunnulf is the man. The foe's lying dead, blah blah blah. Gunnulf is ready for promotion. Oh yeah, it does give more experience to the dudes who achieve more kills, I guess. There they are, gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for war, kinship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long. Things makes. This is improper English. You had your game released for a decade now, like. Anyway, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. The governor! Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come in. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Oh, I can't really stress enough how I love this game. Everything works here. Yeah. Ending the stream for now. Cat gets going gets tough. We gonna... we don't have a save file in this one. Yeah, there's an autosave. Is it saved though? I'm pretty sure it's saved. So let's quit. From your last save. I don't know when the last save was. Okay, we're gonna hope it was just now. Anyway, later.